Hi guys, what's going on? How are you doing? I want to give my little 2 cents on this deportation thing. It's like it's everywhere. It's in my brain. I'm concerned about myself, likewise others too. Cause nobody is safe nowhere, whatever. No, I've seen where they say is of the total persons to be deported, it's Jamaica is 0.5%. I don't know factuality, but I'm sharing it. 0.5%, right? Which I say is very small for the Caribbean. And also, persons are being welcomed back to Jamaica by the government, that they should not feel that they are criminals, but they have open arms to receive them, right? And they should feel welcome. Okay, many has been going to the different authorities like the consulates or the embassy seeking help. What they are telling them to do is persons that, let me make sure, okay, they are to make sure that the TVs are that some of them, they would know themselves, but we are sharing, because we have to share, we have to show concert. Maybe you and I are not caught in this web, but we may know somebody who have a concern and we can cheer them along. Because if we are not able to cheer persons, we're going to have a society of mentally persons going around, and we would not want to see that, right? And the DTV would not want to see that happening to anybody. So we talk and we share and we add our little 2 cents and we encourage, right? But at the same time, I'm not an immigration lawyer. So if they are able to get a little bit here and a little there, they know that they should finally approach a lawyer. But we among ourselves, we have to encourage and enlighten each other, right? Okay. Now, it is said that they can apply for, those who have applied for their T visa, right? Those are persons suffering from discrimination. I don't know if it is too late, but that's what I've seen. They can apply for it. And while the U visa can be used for victims of crime who would have to, they would have to have something to show, some police proof, maybe some form of abuse, something happening in the home where they live with someone, they would have to show that, right? And also, there's an E65 visa, which is for investors who may have started their business, and they would have to show that the business is still existing. So they would have to apply for that EB5 visa. And at the same time, persons who are students, a lot of persons from Jamaica and other countries come to the US to study. They are students, they would apply for the F1 student visa, right? They would get those things straightened out. So not because things are happening, you don't sit or somebody asks you a question you're not able to answer intelligently. And if you doubt what I say, you can also go and search for yourself. But I can't keep things to myself. I have to share, right? Okay. And what they're saying now too, persons who, okay, F1 student visa, they could self-sponsor themselves because they would have been here already on a visa, right? And they could self-sponsor themselves for a green card if they have awards. If they have awards for outstanding performance or are members of professional organizations. So if persons are here on a student visa, they are allowed to go and apply for that, which would help them to show that there are not any persons who are unlawful, doing unlawful things, right? They are mainly here to study, but they are also a part of special organizations that is beneficial to their studies. And they are being also advised, don't overstay your visa. Now you come with your 10-year and you get 6 months, because each time you come they give you 6 months. Don't overstay the 6 months. Try to leave before the 6 months up. That is very important, because later on it's going to prove. And sometimes when persons buy a ticket, and they plan to spend 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and the immigration gives you 6 months. And then you go and change from the 3 or 4 weeks that you had already put on the form, the immigration form, to maybe 6 months. you're over, and then you go over again, you want a little more time because maybe something is going on, somebody is sick, some relative is sick, or you have to attend to somebody you cannot leave at the time, or you yourself is sick and cannot take the flight. You have to have all those things straightened out. So don't overstay. They are stressing that. Don't overstay on your visa. And now, legal immigrants should carry a copy of that documentation on their phones. So every immigrant is at risk. I am at risk. Everybody is at risk. We have to have the document to show, right, which is a green card. And if you don't have that, there's a risk of you taking it into custody because there's nothing for you to show. You have something to show, you walk with it. Take a picture. I'll take a picture and I walk with it. Don't leave the things there because sometimes when you turn on the phone, the battery may be so low you cannot pick up what you want, and then you're in a problem, right? Or the phone simply would not turn on. But sometimes some weird things happen, at some weird times, right? And it also says reconsider the alternative pathways that exist. So they have some alternative pathways that exist. Reconsider them if they are beneficial to you, if you think you should, because some persons come, once they say, based on my understanding, once you come across the border, they say you're a criminal because you have broken the law. So there's no way now you're going to get through because you cannot show which port of entry you came in. And that is a big setback. That's what I'm learning from persons, right? And we have looked at some information from the ambassador too. The Jamaican ambassador, persons wish to return to their country. They should communicate with the embassy. So if you know of persons here, I don't know whether or not they have money, I don't know, but you know of persons, encourage them to go to the Jamaican embassy or to the Jamaica diaspora. That's what they say. The Jamaica diaspora is willing. It's very willing to help persons, right? The website, the embassy website, recently loaded up information, specific information, persons do need, because there are other persons out there, they need information, and we can't just abandon people. Can't abandon people. Can't leave them in the cold. And members of the Jamaican diaspora, they are continuing to, their presence. They are trying to continue to preserve our culture and want to give back to their homeland. So we have the Jamaican embassy, we have the consulate general, and we have the diaspora. So look into the Jamaica embassy website and see how much you can get information to help to your friends or relatives, because some persons are in deep water and they are not able to think because people telling them this, right, left and center, they are confused. But I can't sit and don't share. And when you're sharing, guys, just share with a little love. So they don't, although they are already feeling rejected, let them feel, that you still have a love for them. Even though it is hard, for some persons have gone away, they have not made any contact, they have not returned, they are not nothing. And it's like karma, but I'm not going to say it's karma. It's like the time has come. The time has come and they have to respond to the call now. There's no choice. Because the country wants persons out. You can't force the country to keep persons. They come tomorrow and they say they want this set of people out. I have to pack my bags and go to. Because I'm not a birthright citizen here. Right? And that goes for everybody. Encourage persons and encourage them to do what is right. And let them realize that you love them and you care for them. Because if there's ever a time I think persons need to feel that way, is now. And we have many persons who say they are Christians, but they are not really reaching out to anybody. They don't have the heart of love. They more will pretend and mock and jeer. And Jesus had said, when I was hungry, you didn't feed me, you didn't clothe me, you didn't visit me in prison. These things doesn't only apply to some things, you know. It is very much, it is not easy. That's why I go back and say it's easy for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter heaven. Because what? There are things that we feel that we must do an eye for an eye with somebody. Somebody hurt us and run away, maybe get rid of our unalive or a relative. And we have to still go back and show love. Remember the thief on the cross? Jesus still showed love to him. Jesus could have put him aside and said, oh, you're a robber? I have nothing to do with you. You have robbed so many persons. But then Jesus said, today you'll be in paradise. So we have to show love. And showing love may seem easy. But if it's easy, it's not love. We have to have a heart. It must be coming from the heart. So it's going to pain your heart. Because it's something that you have to do. And you're going to feel it. You're going to say, yes. At the end of it, I'm happy I was able to help. Can you imagine persons going back home and don't have anywhere to lay their head? You know, it's not nice. It is not nice. So family members and those, wherever you can, encourage persons to help. Help whichever way they can. The blessing is in store. We don't know what the blessings will be, but that's long life or something will be in store. So guys, that's my 2 cents I want to share. I want to encourage somebody maybe down. Because it doesn't matter where we are from. It doesn't matter the color of the skin. When the time comes, the time is come. So, like and share, subscribe to my channel, Auntie D TV, and share. And see you in my next video. Bye.